Hello and welcome to this Dose of Dave. I'm David Breslow, founder of Performance Success Strategies and author of Wired to Win. Today, I want to talk about something that occurs regularly over the years when I have been talking to clients, and I have gone through this myself without realizing it. It's something very subtle, and we don't realize we're actually doing it. I call it the science of someday. Okay? It's interesting that so many of us who are interested in personal development or improving ourselves in some fashion, we go buy books, whatever the topic is. We buy books on wealth, on running a business, on handling stress. We go to workshops. We watch television programs that cover these topics. We go online. We get a bunch of articles and other information. We go to websites of people that we like, and we like their writing, and so on and so forth. So all good stuff. However, what I have noticed is there's this very subtle expectation and belief system, point of view, perspective, interpretation that we have come up with without realizing it, that we're constantly working towards someday, someplace out there in the future. And you can tell this by the subtle phrases that we use. When people talk to us and ask us how we're doing, how are you doing? How's that thing that you're working on? Oh, it's getting better. A little bit here, a little bit there. I'm improving a little bit. I'm better, in the last 3 months than I was 3 months ago. Comments like that. If you've ever made comments like that, and I know I have, it's an indicator that what we're really doing is we're kind of putting off our success to someday. We're delaying our success and our experience that we really want to someday out there in the future. Now, that may not seem like very much, but what's really happening is all we're doing is creating more somedays. Someday, 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 later on, later on, later on. And I noticed this happening with my clients, the sports clients and the corporate clients, and even the personal development clients who are not working for a company. They're just interested in elevating the way they live or the way they work or the way they play, whatever it is they're doing. So it's always this little subtle message that we're sending ourselves that someday we're going to get to this place. Someday I'm going to play better golf. Someday I'm going to win a tournament. Someday I'm going to be stress-free. Someday I'm going to be wealthy. Someday my business is going to thrive. Whatever it might be. Now, I know this sounds a little nitpicky, or this can to some people, but if we really understand the world that we live in and the laws that govern this universe that we live in, what we're really doing is sending the message that this thing that we want doesn't exist right now. And so because it doesn't exist right now, the universe is bringing us just more somedays. It's extending the time period by which we're actually going to have this experience, if you know what I'm saying by that. So what I'm teaching is what I call a now science. It's not about someday. It's about having the experience now, experiencing it now, feeling less stressed now, letting your business start to grow now, being able to receive the money or the wealth that you desire now. It's not that it's all going to appear right now. It's that it's a mindset that now is the experience. You're experiencing it now as if it's already here. And that is the difference. Because so many of my clients, and using my own experience, I have proven to myself over time that I have wanted certain things and they've always been a little bit out there. It's like the carrot in front of the dog. It's always been out there a little bit. And so therefore we start struggling more and working hard and working harder than we have to and worrying a little bit about it and all these other things that become inner obstacles to what we really want. So there's a very subtle difference between the now science and the someday science. So I'm inviting you right now to take a look for yourself and be honest, as always. Are you literally working towards something? Look at the phrases that you use when people speak to you about it. I'm working on it. That's a common phrase. As soon as I hear somebody say, I'm working on it, I know that they're delaying their success experience. I'm working on it. What's the subtle message there? It's taking time. We have these subtle beliefs. Change takes time. Change is hard. Takes time to get money. Takes time to feel good. It takes time to get healthy, so on and so forth. Why? Why does it take so much time for these things to be our experience? It really doesn't. It's the difference between the someday mindset. Think about it. The someday mindset, which is keeping things out there someday, or the now mindset, where you're seeing and living and feeling these experiences now as if they're actually real. Now, I know the things aren't manifesting at this moment, but that's not the point. The body doesn't know the difference between an imagination and a reality. It really doesn't. If you want to start thinking that you're swimming with sharks and you're standing in your living room, your body's going to react as if you're swimming with sharks physiologically. You're going to gear up all the emotions and all the, the self-preservation going on, the fight or flight going on in the body. The body doesn't know the difference. So why keep things out there someday? The science of someday is too often taught, in my opinion, or too often expressed. Yeah, let's work on this. Let's develop a plan, and that's fine. To have a plan and to be linear. If you're an aircraft engineer and you're a mechanic and you're putting together the aircraft that I'm going to be flying in the next couple of months, I want you to be linear. I want you to follow everything step by step by step by step. But we don't have to do that when it comes to our own life and our own personal development and our own empowerment and anything that we really want. We don't have to do the step by step by step by step. That's the difference between the someday mindset or the now science mindset. So again, I run into so many people who have the linear mindset because that's what we've been taught by society. It's nobody's fault. That's just what we've been taught. Let's do this slowly. Let's develop your confidence, slowly over 6 months. I used to go to a lot of networking functions and I'd run into a psychologist or psychotherapist or life coaches. And of course we would ask each other, what do you do? And I'd tell them and they'd tell me, and they would say to me, oh, I do what you do. And I'd say, well, no, you don't. Well, yeah, I do. I said, well, no, you don't. Well, we may want the same goal, but I'll bet you the way we get there, two different universes. So I would ask them, how long does it take for you to help somebody build some confidence? 3 months, 6 months would be the answer. And when they asked me, I'd say about a week. Not just to be smart, not to be a wise guy, but because I'm always talking about the now sciences, not the someday sciences. So we are taught in this culture that someday, 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 work on it, work on it, work on it, develop it, develop it, develop it, improve it, improve it, improve it. If you've looked at any of my other Dose of Daves, and I've talked about my acting experience, where I just jumped into an audition, as I put down my list of yeah buts. I think I talked about that in one of the videos, the yeah but video. I never would have done it because one of my yeah buts was I never took a class. I never went to a school. Actually, I didn't want to. I wanted to just go do it and see what it was like. I would learn from that. Same thing. That's a now mindset. That's an empowering mindset. So it's the difference between someday, out there, out there, out there, and now. You can have the experience now if you want. So I'm inviting you to take a look and really ask yourself, am I living the someday mindset? Do I keep saying things like, I'm working on it? Yeah, it's getting there. Yeah, it's a little better now than it was before. The tips and strategies I've been using have been helping me. Take a look, be aware of the wording that you use, the language that you're using, because I'll bet much of the language is someday language, as opposed to using the now sciences to imagine it, to feel it, to experiencing it now. That's the difference. So thank you for being here for this Dose of Dave. I truly appreciate it. And as always, please click on one of the things that's going to appear on the screen here if you're watching through YouTube. And I have the free training video here for you. 3 secret strategies empowered people use to design the life other people only dream about. It's up here on the screen somewhere. where it says, oh yes, it's free. And if you're not watching on YouTube, look underneath the video. You'll see a link that'll take you to the website, davebreslow.com. So please like this page, share this page with all your friends. Anybody that you know is interested in helping themselves elevate and empower the way they live, work, and play. So, and also leave me a message here. Would love to interact with you in cyberspace. So thank you again for being here. Dave Breslow for this Dose of Dave. I look forward to speaking to you very soon. Talk to you later. See ya.